This one checks all the boxes. What do you think?
That doesn't quite align with my current goals. What else do you have?
Just charging their opponent.
I really don't think anyone saw that coming. Hot start right out of the gate.
It's like something just snapped in them. Rey Mysterio here, ready for some action.
And with the legendary luchador Rey Mysterio, this is going to be a match about the size of the fight in the dog, not the dog in the fight.
Yeah, Rey has traveled the world over, proving that what he might lack in stature, he more than makes up for in skills and heart.
But he's squaring off against a guy who himself has had a tremendous amount of momentum behind him going into this match.
That could take some of the fight out of Mysterio.
To be expected, nobody enters a match thinking they will come out unscathed. Landing straight on the knees, not the intended outcome.
Uh-oh, flapjack! Look at it catch him off guard. Only a 2 count.
At this point in the match, I'm surprised the ref hit 2.
What awareness seeing Rey coming.
Enzuigiri finds its mark.
Oh, he had that scouted.
Got out of dodge that time. Stop. With that springboard.
Neckbreaker. Saw it coming. It counters it.
Locking up. Back on SmackDown once again.
Always great to be back here. I still remember calling the first episode of SmackDown.
Big drop kick connects.
Costly error there.
Sharp reversal stopping Mysterio.
Rolling thunder into the face breaker. Wait a minute, go for that power bomb. Here we go. Coming right into a Hurricane Rider. Oh, turning the pin around.
And that'll about do it, folks.
Here is your winner, Brandon Collins.
The Archetype has returned with conviction. Tonight was proof of that.
Yeah, it's a big win, Cole, but he can't afford to stand still. He's not coming back as much as he's trying to catch up.
There's the Archetype. You've been on a hell of a roll. Ready to keep it going tonight?
You know I am. But I wanted to ask about your long-term plans for me.
Fire away.
You've been putting me in there with some fantastic wrestlers. But where are we going? Survivor Series is right around the corner, and I don't have a match.
Yeah, you've been in the game long enough to know that spots on a Big 4 PLE are at a premium. Gunther and Roman already have their match for the World Heavyweight title, and Braun is defending against Rusev. Your old partner Hector just made the show against Penta. But there are still some spots available. You want on Survivor Series, go out there and be spectacular.
Fair enough. So what do you have for me tonight?
Ludwig Kaiser has been gaining momentum since coming back from injury. Tear the house down against him, and you'll find yourself with a golden opportunity sooner rather than later.
Did you hear? I'm wrestling at Survivor Series, one-on-one with Penta.
Aldous might have mentioned something about that. Good news, Hector. You earned it.
I couldn't have done any of this without you. I wouldn't even be on the main roster if it wasn't for you.
You'd have found your way here sooner or later. Win or lose, I know you and Penta are gonna have everyone talking.
I plan on winning.
No doubt. Seriously, Hector. Congratulations. Whatever happens, I'm proud of you.
The Archetype set to take on Kaiser.
What the hell? It's the Samoan werewolf.
The Archetype is in trouble.
Chad Patton's not going to be able to pull him off.
General Manager Nick Aldis and our producer Road Dogg pulling Jacob Fatu back.
Fatu's letting him off the hook tonight.
And the Archetype may be hurt.
Archetype, I'm done with the disrespect. Only reason I didn't send you to the hospital is because I want you in the ring. You jumped my uncle in his house, and now everyone wants to be your friend? Because you said you're sorry? I ain't forgetting nothing. I told Road Dogg I want the Archetype at Survivor Series. I told Aldis to put my title on the line. Don't think you just got an opportunity, though. Nah, you caught a sentence. See, this isn't just a belt to me. It's my legacy. It's my blood. It's my family. I spent 819 days in the box thinking about coming here and taking what's mine. When my grandma passed away, Umaga laid his Intercontinental Championship to rest with her. The IC belt is buried in my family's crypt. And you think you're gonna put disrespect on it? Nah, Oos. I'm not some stepping stone on your way back to glory. Because after I'm done with you, you're gonna wish your ass stayed home. You know what I mean?
When Roman Reigns first mentioned the idea of bringing Jacob Fatu to WWE, I told him the Samoan werewolf is an agent of chaos you simply cannot control. Fatu's a tornado, a monsoon, a volcano. Why would you antagonize a force of nature?
I know exactly what I'm up against, Paul.
I'm not sure you do. This isn't just a match for Jacob Fatu. This is vengeance. This is retribution. You went after the man's family. You made this personal.
You're repeating yourself, Paul. What's your point?
My point is, you're about to get the worst beating since Braun Breaker threw your corpse out of the ring. Hey, let's face it. This comeback of yours has been an abject failure. You couldn't even get your partner to the ring for a tag team title match. And you think you can beat Jacob Fatu?
I know I can.
Hey, I've been looking for you. You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. Just been focused on my match with Fatu.
I felt bad I couldn't get out there to help when he jumped you. By the time I realized what was going down, it was already over.
I appreciate that, Hector. It's all good.
Great. I didn't want to be worrying about that headed into my first solo PLE match. Going up against Penta is a make-or-break moment for me, you know?
At the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you win or lose. What makes or breaks you is whether you gave it your all.
That sounds like a John Cena post.
I'll take my inspiration where I can get it. I'm stepping in there with Jacob Fatu tonight.
The Samoan werewolf's no joke. You ready?
Guess we're about to find out. Anything can happen with him. Tell you what, if things go sideways...
After all you've done for me, I got you. If Fatu tries anything, I'll be there for you.
Hey, Adam. It's good to see you.
It's good to see you, too. This version of you.
Thanks for not giving up on me.
Should we hug it out?
Don't make it weird. I'm just glad you helped me get back on the right path.
The one you're currently on led you right to Jacob Fatu. So you might...
Oh. You're on...
You can beat him.
I will. And then I'm gonna win the Royal Rumble. And then I'll be headed to Raw to face your champion, Braun Breaker, at WrestleMania.
Sounds like you got it all figured out. But don't look past the Samoan.
Who's gonna lay claim to the world?
Referee calls for the bell. Here comes Fatu.
You all heard the Samoan werewolf. This isn't just a title defense. This is vengeance for what the archetype did to his uncle, Rikishi. This is personal.
People have to understand that where Fatu come from, an attack on his family is an attack on the man himself. The archetype may have turned over a new leaf, but Fatu is ready to burn the whole damn forest down.
Caught that and reversed it. Running Hurricane Rana. It's those kind of maneuvers that can threaten the championship tonight.
Great in-ring IQ on display there. And able to skirt around that attack.
The archetype changed his attitude, but the Intercontinental Champion Jacob Fatu is still demanding retribution for his attack on Rikishi. Double springboard moonsault. A consistent attack being mounted on Jacob Fatu.
This cannot be how Jacob envisioned tonight going.
And Jacob Fatu is having the fight brought right to him there.
But he is certainly tough enough to withstand some offense. Jacob Fatu a step ahead there. And into the collar and elbow. Great wherewithal to dodge there.
Gets underneath and into the arm drag. Off the rope. To make a hero.
Throwing all caution to the wind.
And boy, And he tosses him back in now.
Launched into a...
Knees up, got the knees up at the last second.
And he evades sudden, swift, and brutal impact.
A consistent attack being mounted on Jacob Fatu.
Jacob Fatu being systematically worked on, man.
And that definitely made solid impact.
Shoving him into the corner now.
Just using their foot as a weapon.
So ruthless.
Misses on the springboard.
Picking up speed. Drop kick.
A masterful display of defense from both. Nailed it. Shining Wizard.
Championship on the line. This could be it.
Oh, man, landing awkwardly.
And now propped up in the corner.
Set up in what we call the Tree of Woe.
Oh, he had the wherewithal to counter Jacob. Turns that in his favor. Super kick!
Averts disaster with an elbow in the midsection.
Fatu's on the ropes.
Look out!
The Archetype just took out the referee.
And here comes a Samoan drop.
The Archetype is hurt.
Jacob Fatu sensing an opening here.
The Archetype is in trouble.
This is not going to end well.
He's got a chair, and it looks like he's headed to the top.
We're about to see a giant Samoan steel chair splash.
He's gonna crush the Archetype.
Hector Flores just saved his mentor's life.
Hector telling him to take the chair and bust up Fatu.
Doesn't look like the Archetype's willing to get his hands dirty.
What the?
No, I can't believe what I'm seeing.
You asked for this! You made me do this!
Hector Flores has cut ties with the man who brought him to the dance.
Jacob Fatu has no idea what just happened.
And he does not care.
Double springboard moonsault.
That'll do it.
Jacob Fatu retains the Intercontinental Championship.
It's one thing to have to face the Samoan werewolf, but there was no chance the challenger was going to overcome a betrayal.
Hector Flores just stabbed his mentor in the back. Now we just have to find out why.
And now Hector Flores is here to answer questions about what happened tonight at Survivor Series.
No, Byron. I'm not going to answer any questions. It's finally my turn to talk. And I know you all want to hear me address what happened here tonight. In my match against Penta. Oh? Is that not what you wanted to focus on? Yeah, well, neither did my so-called mentor. Tonight was the biggest match of my entire career. And did the Archetype even wish me luck? No. Just like always, it was all about his comeback journey. He asked me to watch his back. And when I did, he acted like he didn't need me. Again, just like always. He didn't need me. I was the only one who didn't abandon him at his rundown wrestling school. I was the one who told him he couldn't keep trotting out the same tired act. If it wasn't for me, he would have been stuck on the convention circuit and you never would have heard from him again. When I gave him the opportunity to cement his new attitude with one blow from a shovel to Shinsuke Nakamura's skull, he didn't have the guts to follow through. He needed me to do the dirty work. Then when we get to SmackDown, he acted like he was some big, tough guy. But really, I was the one standing up to Jey Uso while he was off beating up an old man. Then, he decides to try to play nice again. And what do you think the so-called archetype does? He traps me in a locker room so he can go out there against the New Day and have the spotlight all to himself.
That's a completely unfounded allegation.
Is it? I wouldn't put it past him. No matter what you believe. After that moment, he threw me away like I was garbage. So I am going to throw away all of his hopes and all of his dreams. No, you don't get to be Intercontinental Champion. No. You will never get to live out your fantasy of looking Paul Heyman in the eye and saying you beat his champion. And no, you will not win the Royal Rumble match. Because you will be facing Hector Flores. I am taking that opportunity from you. Like you took so many from me.
Archetype, I know you don't think we're done.
We're definitely not. Fatu, I think we're gonna be doing this for a long time.
You talking like you earned my respect. You didn't earn nothing. I was about to send your ass back into retirement when that little punk-ass Hector stuck his nose in my business.
He stuck his nose in our business. And you aren't the piper he's gonna pay for that. I am.
You got business with Hector? You got business with Braun? You got business with Wise Man? You forgetting one thing, Oos.
What's that?
I run this business, and ours ain't done.
Did you have any idea? Did you see it coming?
Now, in retrospect, yeah. I missed every sign, plain as day.
You're sounding very zen about this. Hector Flores may have cost you the Intercontinental Championship.
I'm mad, believe me. And I got even angrier when Hector spun all those half-truths and lies in his press conference.
What about his challenge for the Royal Rumble?
Hector and I will have our reckoning. Down the road. He was right about one thing. I am focused on getting back to the WWE title. And that means entering the Royal Rumble match.
So you're ready to declare yourself?
No. I'm going to earn my spot. I don't need another social media storm about me skipping any lines.
I respect that. When was the last time you got in the ring with Randy Orton?
Man, years.
Well, I'd say this seems like the perfect opportunity to see two veterans renew their rivalry. How about the Archetype versus the Viper in a Royal Rumble qualifying match tonight?
Where do I sign? Roxanne, if I were a betting man, I'd guess you were about to say something extra.
Me? Never. I was just going to point out with a little more ethical flexibility. There were plenty of ways for you to win that Intercontinental Championship.
In other words, I could have cheated.
Well, yes, but not necessarily. You turned your back on a Samoan freaking werewolf to check on the poor squished referee.
I'm not going to apologize for doing the right thing, Roxanne.
You weren't worried about doing the right thing when you smashed Jey Uso's dad over the head with that shovel. Just saying.
What do you get out of being the devil on my shoulder, Roxanne?
You remind me of me. Before I got it. Before I realized who I am.
And who's that?
A winner. At any cost.
There's a spot in the Royal Rumble match on the line here, and this so-called referee could not possibly be more biased against one of the competitors.
I'll agree that this is highly irregular, but we should not be in the business of prejudging a referee's performance. Head to floor, and a schoolboy catching their opponent by surprise. Well, how the turntables.
Reverses the pin, shoulders down. One count, and he gets his shoulder up. The ref obviously isn't playing around here.
He's taking his referee duty very seriously here. That count was perfect.
Oh, neck breaker. Oh, straight forearm. Oh, the moonsault connects. Oh, shoulder, elbow, all effective with that. The Archetype and Randy Orton are vying for a spot in the Royal Rumble match, but the referee, Hector Flores, has a vendetta against the Archetype.
Randy sidesteps out of the way.
Pinpointing the leg in the corner.
An effective attack to the leg can hurt everything from bound.
And a quick schoolboy out of nowhere.
And we have a rope break.
Great ring awareness.
Targeted stop to the arm.
And I think we all know he only has one thing in mind here.
Ooh, one step ahead there. Cha-ching! Step up Enziguri. And Orton doesn't look as venomous after that move.
Well, this is what he's trained for, to be able to put up with this kind of damage.
Feeling the energy and ready to bring it to his opponent.
All measured up. Oh, drop kick to the back. Wow! Bottom rope moonsault.
Springboard misses the target. Well, hold on here. What in the world is the ref doing?
Flores gets waylaid.
He wriggles out.
Shining wizard.
Orton is in big trouble.
Ducks out of harm's way.
Enziguri finds its mark.
That was completely uncalled for. This match is in total chaos mode now.
Can Orton withstand this attack?
Looks like Orton's struggling here.
Propping him up in the corner.
He's able to break through with an attack of his...
From the ropes.
Oh, my God! Wow, breathtaking. Even more offense hitting Orton there, and it's adding up.
Clearly been holding strong throughout this match, but you can only hold strong for so long.
Oh, boy, this whole match is about to change.
And he manages to escape just in the nick of time.
Rolling thunder face breaker. Did you see that? Propelled through the air.
the RKO.
And now it's a fast count.
The Archetype's road back to the WWE Championship does not lead through the Royal Rumble match.
Randy Orton wants nothing to do with Hector Flores.
Hector doesn't care. He got what he wanted here tonight.
You're right, Corey. Hector Flores swore that the Archetype would not make it into the Royal Rumble match, and tonight he kept his promise.